Thanks, Gina. Well, it's been 3 months since Garrett Meriwether was killed by a speeding teenage driver who admitted to drinking before the crash, and now his family is trying to make something positive out of a heartbreaking loss. And joining me now to talk about their efforts is Steve Meriwether. Thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Well, Steve, first let's talk about your son, Garrett. He did a lot of great things in 18 years.
He did a lot of great things in 18 years. He was a certified scuba diver. He had won speech and debate champions. He was a licensed real estate agent working in the community. He had helped countless numbers of friends. After he had passed, we had countless, as I said, numbers of friends coming up saying how much Garrett had helped me. I wouldn't be in college today if it weren't for Garrett. I wouldn't have done this if it weren't for Garrett. Of course, we had no knowledge of this because he was a typical 18-year-old kid and didn't share a lot of that. But he was so good to people. That makes us proud that we raised him that way. But certainly it was our privilege and honor to be his parent.
And Steve, your family suffered an unimaginable loss, but you are doing the best that you can to turn it into something positive in memory of Garrett.
Yeah, we need to because, you know, each day it's hard to breathe, to be honest with you. It's been just 3 months, but Garrett was so out in the community doing so much for Las Vegas and so much for his friends. We thought, what would Garrett do if he were still alive or he was older? And he would help, and this is a way to help, and we want to help those students that need the extra help, or the parents that need the extra money to get them into the programs they want to get into at UNLV, specifically Hotel College, which is where Garrett was and had finished his first year. Garrett was a helper, and that's what we want to do.
Right, and you're offering scholarships to students, and you have an upcoming event as well.
Yes, on September 15th, the day before his 19th birthday, obviously September 16th, there'll be a walk run, a 5K run, a 1 mile walk to raise funds. Specifically, all of the money goes right back to the Clark County Education Foundation to promote these scholarships for the students to get into UNLV.
Yeah, and how can people participate in this one?
Hopeforlives.org is the website to go to, and they can either run, they can either walk, and if they can't do either of that, they can also donate. But it's important to do that because we want to keep Garrett's memory and continue the good work that Garrett was doing. That's what's amazing, is the work. He was just phenomenal with the community. And as I said, it wasn't just his family. I believe the entire Las Vegas community lost Garrett because he was that next person that you hand the torch to take over and to do things. There are a lot of kids that are in that situation, or that are out there doing that, but we want to continue to do good for Las Vegas. I've been here for 40 years.
And obviously you are able to help now after this event, more students who are able to continue their dreams.
Yes, very important that they do that. We want, Garrett was able to do his dreams as long as he could, and we want that to continue forever, as long as we can continue to do this. And as long as we're around, my wife and I, we're gonna try and do this to continue Garrett's name.
Yeah, well, Steve, thank you so much for what you're doing and for coming here today. Obviously, you're giving back to the community after everything that you went through, and I'm sure Garrett would have done the same. He did a lot of great things, and thank you so much again.
He did. It is my pleasure, and thank you for having us. Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's my pleasure to have you here this morning.
Great.